my darlings, it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and I am here with yet more good news. I'm feeling so happy. It's a beautiful spring sunny day, and on that note, I'm just, it's that being thankful, it's that gratitude, and believe it or not, this is amazing, but there's this wonderful man, and I just want to become his stalker until I can give him a great big hug. His name is Robert A Emmoms PhD. Oh my God, he's so fantastic because he has proven that when you are grateful, it boosts your happiness, your serotonin. I'm always banging on about serotonin. It's one of my faves. Serotonin, happiness, it goes up by 25%. People who are grateful, thankful, the cup's half full, they have 25% more serotonin, the hormone of happiness, in their bodies. They sleep better. Gratitude helps you become more resilient to stress. It absolutely boosts your health and immunity, which is key during these times as we transition out of all the lockdowns again. We've just had so many, I've lost count. Anyway, it also helps boost social skills, believe it or not. It really, really does. People who are thankful are much, much more sociable. They're less prone to envy, jealousy, things like that. They're more compassionate. So he's done lots and lots of research into this, and I absolutely love him. He's written a book as well, and he is absolutely marvellous. But the thing is, I've also backed it up by more neuroscience. It is an actual proven fact that if you think of 3 things that you are grateful for 21 days, all the little dendrites on the end of the neurons in the brain, so the little synapses that kind of join it together, little gaps in between, basically make new brain waves. This is what I'm saying to you. So, you know how I'm always telling you, you are in charge of your brains? Well, you are. And if you practice gratitude, you literally rewire those neurological pathways. If you think of the brain as neural and plasticity is a bit bendy, that's what our brains are. This is neuroplasticity. Just by being thankful, just by practicing gratitude. Now, obviously in my work, I can't plonk kids down and it's boring. Oh, do me a picture of things you're thankful for, or, today we're going to think about things we're thankful for, children. No. We need to weave fun into it to boost that serotonin, the trust, the bonding, the dopamine, the neurotransmitter of productivity, reward, concentration, focus, all of those things. So I weave it into all sorts of activities, and I do the same myself. And I have to say, I think of more than 3 things a day I'm grateful for. Even when I'm having a really horrible day, I have to go to bed and know that I'm grateful for at least 3 things, and it really, really does help enormously and helps you to see the brighter side of things. So if you think about just our language, I mean, I don't know, it's different country to country, culture to culture, but also unique to personalities. And I found in my work that people who have different abilities will often apologise a lot. People who have been through abuse of some sort will apologise a lot. I spent most of my life apologising, and I still get picked up on it now, or Mum, stop apologising for everything, or Juliana, you keep saying sorry all the time. If you say sorry one more time, I'm going to set up a sorry jar. I'm always being threatened with that. And it's taken me a long time to actually flip it and just think, okay, instead of saying sorry, how would that sentence sound if I said thank you? So I made a little box around this, and it was a little, somebody sent me a beautiful bath bomb, and I like to recycle everything into games for the kids. My brain never stops worrying. Day and night, it's worrying, thinking of different things that I can do with all my kids. I don't just mean my kids, I mean, my thousands of kids now. It's really gorgeous. That's one thing I'm really thankful for from COVID, is that I actually now have thousands of kids. It's great. Anyway, so I set up this language gratitude box where you replace sorry with thank you, and in it I put in several ideas, like, instead of saying sorry I'm late, you could say thank you for waiting for me. Let's have a look. Sorry Sorry I don't like loud and annoying noises. Now that's a good one. So thank you for being understanding of my needs. You know, don't apologise for who you are. Obviously, if you're an axe murderer, you need to go and have a little think. But anyway, so sorry for being so sensitive. Thank you for being accepting of me. You know, sorry I've been needy lately. Thank you for being sensitive to my needs. Thank you for understanding me. Thank you for being there for me. There's all different ways we can put things. And I do find as a nation, as the British, we do actually say sorry an awful lot. I mean, people tread on my foot in the shops or you know, bump into me and I say sorry to them. How weird is that? Then again, saying thank you for treading on my foot is a bit weird as well. But, you know, I'm joking, but, you know, be positive. Be thankful for the things in your life. You know, I've had a really interesting life. A really, really interesting life. But you know what? I'm honestly, it's taken me time, but I am so grateful for all of it. I don't regret anything. I'm thankful I have 4 beautiful children. I'm thankful I've walked different journeys from the inside out, so I've got that heart wisdom to bring to others. I can hold them and they know I've got them, and we never need those words. So, you know, everybody, as I've said before, we're skins with stories inside us, things, life, curveballs. It happens to all of us, and it's what you literally do with those cards. Do you feel sorry for yourself, or do you turn that nasty, well, I won't say the word, but when I trained with one doctor of psychology, he said, Juliana, it's like turning to compost. What can I say on YouTube? Your feces to compost, your number 2s to compost, your poo-poo to compost. That's what we're doing. So it's very important you do that, by the way. Recently with my younger kids in sessions, we've made little flowers, tulips. So, and it's thinking of wishes for people. That's also an expression of gratitude. You know, what am I thankful for in my life that I would actually wish for somebody who is lonely? You know, well, a phone call, a FaceTime call, a bunch of flowers, you know, a wave through the window, a how are you, you know, a box of chocolates. Simple things. Friends, become their friend, you know. It's difficult sometimes, but, you know, you'll get there. Think of a wish that would help people be friends and stop fighting. Well, I mean, what would I wish? I would wish, actually, that people really took that time to be thankful of those differences, to learn from the differences between them, and to try and find a bridge, you know, to meet somewhere. I know this is it can be a little bit idealistic sometimes, but, you know, it's important to think of the things we are thankful for, you know, from other people who we don't always necessarily agree with, who we're fighting with, you know. Oh, thank you, I hadn't looked at it like that. Oh, thank you, that's a really interesting way of looking at something. You know, I'm not sure it's exactly the way I would see it, but it's good to have your perspective. Thank you for your perspective on that, you know. Thank you for your time listening to me. You know, like I've listened to you. It's all in our language. I've also made a gratitude box. So, and this was, I made them into little heart shapes. Look, you know, the first COVID, I had a little bit too much time on my hands, I think. So I'm just going to pull them out at random. So, something that changes that I'm grateful for is life. Life. If life doesn't keep changing, we stop learning. We stop finding more things to be grateful for. You know, we don't want things to stand still. I'm grateful that I learn lots of changes through my work in the different people who kindly share their time with me. I learn so much from them, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm talking about the kids here and the young adults and the families, the teachers I go and train, the people I meet through the different charities I do work with. You know, I'm really grateful for that. I'm also grateful for the seasons that change, and I find every single one delicious in its own right. A memory I'm grateful for. Oh, it has to be when my second son, who was written off by his schools for having autism, and I was told he'd never achieve, when he got his degree, I mean, he's now doing a PhD, but when he got his degree, he graduated from Bath Spa University, I actually, oh my God, people had to leave in gondolas and with armbands from my tears of joy. I'm really grateful for that memory. I'm grateful for the memory of the birth of my children. You know, I'm just grateful for all the things that life has taught me, even when they've been ugly or brutal or hard. I'm grateful for them now, because I can so understand other people, and that's the sort of wisdom. I can't go and learn on a course or a textbook. Yeah, that gives me loads of information and that's great and opens doors to where I need to go without me having to kick them open like I used to 14 years ago when I started all this. But you know, it's I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for every day I'm here, and grateful for what I learn from the mistakes that I make, because that's always my biggest learning. So I'm really grateful for that too. And there's other things you can do to mix it into games. I've got examples here. You could have card games. So you could say every time you pull out a king, say a food you're grateful for. Every time you pull out a queen, an activity that you do outside of school that you're grateful for. Number 3, a quality within yourself that you're grateful for. Things like that. Put it into games like frustration, where, you know, if you get a counter out or you get one home, you know, you can say, I don't know, a colour you're grateful for. You know, you can play with it. And if you want to get a little starter with ideas, you can go on things like Pinterest, Google, the internet, you know, look things up to get going with and build these games with your kids. Do it as families. It's incredibly bonding, and that on its own will massively release oxytocin, which is love and nurture, trust and bonding. It helps stimulate the emotional intelligence, but it also stimulates that serotonin, self-esteem, happiness, confidence. And this is what we really, really need, particularly as we really do our best, all of us, especially this week, raising awareness for mental health. And on that note, if you want to have any other ideas for different games, or you want to know a little bit more about the neuroscience behind gratitude, if you log on to Anna Kennedy Online, www.annakennedynonline.co.uk, log on there, and I'm her wellbeing ambassador, and I write for her every Monday. So there'll be this video, but you'll have diagrams and different ideas for you to take into your own therapy sessions. If you're a therapist, you are welcome. You know, I don't get paid for this. I just want to share. You know, we really, that's another thing I'm thankful for, is that COVID made a very clear definition between those who take and those who give. And I'm lucky in my life that I found lots who have given and shared freely, which is gorgeous, because we've all had to reach out during these times. And the other thing I'm really thankful for, I'm going to share something with you just in case you don't know, and I've left it till last because I wasn't going to say it, but now I'm so bursting speaking about gratitude. I've actually been nominated as a role model. I've got goose pimples. I feel like I've got them on the back of my head and on the ends of my hair and under my fingernails. I've been nominated, and I'm not showing off. This is just so amazing because, you know, I'm in my own head, I'm in my own bubble, and I'm doing what I do, and I don't really stick my head above the parapet and or ask people, or, you know, was that wonderful? And I don't. It's not me. I just do what I love doing. And obviously I see the results, and that's gorgeous, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm waffling on because I feel embarrassed about telling you this, but I'm going to say it. I got nominated as a role model for the National Diversity Awards. I cried. And, do you know, for 3 days last week, I had to keep going on the website to check, because I kept thinking it must be a mistake. Maybe they've removed me. Maybe they've watched my YouTube videos and taken me off. But no, I'm still on there. So if you like what I do and you'd like to vote for me, just click on the National Diversity Awards 2021 on the internet. And even if what I do isn't for you, please look up some of the other people. I voted for them. How hilarious is that? But it's because I think they're fantastic and their journeys are amazing. And just to even have been nominated, I'm grateful for that, even if I don't win the award. Honestly, I cannot believe I've even been listed. So thank you, Tess Eagle Swan, who nominated me with her therapy dog Cretu. I'm so grateful for that. She also does lots of charity work for Anna Kennedy Online. And just thank you to all of you doing a bit of good out there. And, you know, we are transitioning, and that in itself can bring many changes, but welcome those changes and bring your positive light into every day. I really mean that, you know. Anyway, I'm in my revamped chalet, which I've decorated for spring. I'm so excited. I'm welcoming the kids in on a one-to-one basis at the moment, obviously. And it's just beautiful to have it all open and full of life again. So I wish you a gorgeous week. Oh, oh, the thing I always forget to say, if you like my video or you like what I do, press the little thumbs up, if that's okay. And you can even subscribe if you're mad enough. I'll send you a medal at the end of the year. Or if you think this is helpful to anyone you know, whether they've got a neurodiversity, a mental health anxiety, whatever it is, if you think that my methods, my craziness, my ideas would help, please freely share them and send people my way, you know, get them to check in on the videos, and hopefully it'll raise a smile if nothing else, and get that serotonin going as we come out of lockdown. I've waffled on enough. I am actually beginning to make a documentary each time. I think I need to slim it down. But thank you. I said sorry, didn't I? Thank you for listening. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for sharing my craziness. And fill your lives with gratitude. And honestly, after 21 days, your brains will be making new neurological pathways, new brain waves. So take care, everybody. Have a gorgeous week. Enjoy Mental Health Awareness Week. Really, it should be mental health awareness every day, as we know. But it's good we've at least been given a week to shout from the rooftops about it. So that's another positive. Take care, darlings. I'll see you next Monday.